What if I told you that the first $20,000 you save could be more important than your next $200,000? That sounds backwards. Most people assume that real financial progress starts when you become wealthy, buy investment properties, or hit a seven-figure net worth. But for millions of Americans, the biggest financial transformation happens much earlier. In fact, many financial experts would argue that crossing the $20,000 mark is where money starts changing from a constant source of stress into a tool that gives you options. And once that shift happens, everything changes. Think about the average American household. A surprise medical bill, job loss, major car repair, or emergency home expense can instantly create financial chaos. That's because most people aren't struggling with income alone, they're struggling with a lack of financial margin. Every paycheck already has a job before it arrives. Rent, groceries, utilities, insurance, credit card payments, and countless other expenses consume nearly every dollar earned. In that situation, even a small emergency can trigger debt, missed payments, and damage to a person's FICO score. But when someone accumulates $20,000 in savings and investments, something powerful begins to happen. For the first time, they have breathing room. A broken transmission isn't automatically a crisis. An unexpected medical expense doesn't immediately require a credit card. A temporary job loss becomes a challenge rather than a catastrophe. The money itself is important, but the real value comes from the flexibility it creates. This is where personal finance starts becoming psychological instead of purely mathematical. People with little or no savings often make decisions based on urgency. They take jobs they dislike because they need immediate income. They carry high-interest debt because they have no alternative. They postpone opportunities because they can't afford short-term uncertainty. But someone with a financial cushion can think differently. They can negotiate, they can wait, they can make decisions based on long-term value instead of short-term survival. What's interesting is that $20,000 isn't a magical number. In expensive cities like New York, Los Angeles, or San Francisco, it may only cover a few months of expenses. In lower-cost areas, it could provide much longer protection. The actual amount matters less than what it represents. It represents the moment when your money starts protecting you instead of you constantly protecting your money. This is also the point where investing becomes more effective. Before building a financial safety net, many people are forced to pull money out of investments whenever life becomes difficult. But with a solid emergency fund in place, assets inside retirement accounts, index funds, or a 401k can remain invested and continue compounding over time. That simple difference can dramatically increase long-term wealth. The irony is that many people spend years chasing higher income while ignoring the foundation that makes wealth possible. A person earning six figures with no savings may actually feel less secure than someone earning far less, but holding a substantial cash reserve. Income creates opportunity, but savings creates stability, and stability creates the conditions for smart investing, entrepreneurship, and long-term financial growth. There's another shift that happens after $20,000. Fear starts losing its grip. Not completely, of course. Money concerns never disappear entirely. But the constant anxiety of living one emergency away from disaster begins to fade. Financial decisions become calmer, more rational, more strategic. Instead of constantly reacting, people start planning. And that's why everything changes after $20,000. Not because it makes you rich, it doesn't. Not because it guarantees success, it can't. But because it creates something far more valuable in the early stages of wealth building: resilience, the ability to absorb shocks without losing control of your finances. At the end of the day, wealth isn't defined by how much money sits in your account. It's defined by how much freedom, flexibility, and security that money creates. And for many Americans, the first real taste of that freedom doesn't arrive at $1 million. It arrives much sooner, right around the moment they realize they're no longer living at the mercy of the next unexpected bill.